welcome back to Dandelion Dollies, and I always forget to film when I am making stuff. So, yeah, I'm filming now, when I'm, almost, well, I just have the head to make, but, honestly, I already have a tutorial on how to make these pajamas. Also, this crushed velvet is, the softest material I've ever used for Waldorf doll. Also, Ebby got a makeover. I don't think you've met Ebby a lot. I didn't really play with Ebby a lot before, because I didn't really like how she turned out. But what I did was, I stuffed her more, because when I was making her, I'd ran out of stuffing. So I stuffed her more. I also, gave her a heart, because all my other Waldorf dolls have these little heart patches. Made her a new belt, and gave her this amazing hair. Also, her head wasn't made right, the neck string, the chin string wasn't, tight enough, so I had to, run a stitch through her to stop her head from, elongating and me having to keep pushing it back down. And I gave her this wonderful hair because I had this idea. I was like, I could make a Waldorf doll that has colorful hair with this colorful yarn I have. And then I was like, I have Ebby right here, so I'll just make Ebby have that hair, and I love her so much. She's she's so cute. And this doll is actually the first doll I'm making that isn't for me. I'm going to be donating it to, my old preschool that I went to. Because, yes. And I'm right now working on the head. I just tied around this string, and since I didn't really have a good tutorial on the head, then I will just work on this as a tutorial for the head, so yeah. Okay, so I think this is going to be the side for the head. So I'm going to tie the string where the front of the string is this, and the knot is at the back right there. Now that the eye line is done, you're going to want to tie another string around here that'll make the chin line. That'll make the cheeks super cute and chubby, and that will make it so you don't have Ebby's old problem, where it kept making the head, get taller, and then you have to squish it back down. I do think that if you do have a Waldorf doll that you made like that, I did have a good decision where I just got a string, and I went and ran it through her, and then I made that little thing, and I tied it, and then I made the stitch, and I pulled it just tight enough so that it was this length, and then I tied it off, and I think that was a good solution. Yes. Yes. Oh, I just realized I forgot to put... Ooh. It's fine. I forgot to put... I have weighted beads in Ebby's feet. I forgot to put those in this doll, but, I mean, she's just gonna be played with by, preschoolers, and if she springs a leak, it'll just be stuffing, not, I keep calling her she. She. I don't know. I'm gonna give it to preschool, and they can decide, if they want to be a boy or a girl, if they want the name to be. So, yeah. But, yeah, I'm just gonna tie the chin line around. Make sure you tie it nice and tight to give it chubby cheeks. Also, this doll's probably going to be a girl because I really want to give her long, fun hair like Ebby. But still, leave the options open, I don't know. Now you're just going to sew the corners and then sew the eye line down in the front, but not the back, and sew the chin line all around. It really doesn't matter what thread color you use for this. So, what's my So I'm going to use my least used thread, which is this thread. I honestly don't think I've ever used this. I don't know why I even have this. But yeah, this is what I'm using. Now you're going to want to mark where you want the nose to be, and then sew around that. And again, you won't be able to see the thread, so you can use whatever color you want. You're just going to want to make a stitch like that, and then a stitch like that. And then just keep going around the nose until it pokes out as much as you want it to. Now we're going to want to start working on the head cover. Light skin or dark skin? Light skin or dark skin? Honestly, I feel like the dark skin will work better with the purple, I feel like, so I'm going to use the dark skin. Some patterns come with patterns for the head cover, But since not all patterns do that, I'm going to show you how you can... my hand's covering the camera. So what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to trace around the head. I don't know why I'm doing it like this, as if I'm drawing like slightly with a, like sketching with a pencil. And you don't want it to be too big, but you also don't want it to be too small. Because if it's too small, you have to make a completely new one. If it's too big, I think that's about a good spot for it to end, because if it's too short, then you'll be able to see the head tubing. That looks good. And then we're just going to want to cut that, and then pin and sew, run the line, and put it over the head. Just want to show you what we have for the body so far. Am I holding my phone upside down for this? Okay, so now that I've got that all tied around, I'm going to start working on the face. Time to look in my big pile. I'm kind of thinking that dark blue, like this, would be cute with like the purple. And that's what I'm going to do. Crafting life hack. If you like making Waldorf dolls, also, good thing to also like making friendship bracelets, because then embroidery floss. So something I'm going to try this time is I'm going, pins to mark out where I want the eyes to be before I use the marker, which does disappear like with time, but like still to make sure they're all even and everything. I just want to say I'm getting really good at making Waldorf doll heads. Like, this is a really good head. This might be, like, one of the best ones I've made. Now I've got one eye done, so now I'm just going to do the other eye exactly the same. I don't know how to show you how I do the faces, so you can look up a tutorial from someone else, but it's really just, like, a bunch of stitches, just, like, in a column to make the eye. Now the second eye is done, and then it's just going to be the mouth. And then I think I'm going to do the hair in a separate tutorial, because I don't have a tutorial for how to do the hair the way I like to do it. So then you don't have to watch this tutorial if you want to see how I do the hair. But yeah, now I'm going to do the mouth, and that's just a back stitch around this curve. Oh yeah, and also I wanted to show you the colors that I have. I have this pink, I have some greens, I have some whites, I have some oranges. I have a bunch of different colors, and I don't know what color heart I'm going to pick for this doll. I guess I don't really have to give her a heart. I mean, here's a purple one. Where did it go? Here's a purple one. I could just give her a purple heart, but that wouldn't be enough contrast. I don't know. Okay, so, like I said, I'm going to do the hair in the next video. So, I'm also going to attach the head to the doll in the next video, because like I did with Ebby, you can do it after, but it's just easier to do it on the head when it's like a separate thing. So yeah, that's all for now, my dolls, and I hope you stick around. Bye!